I really like the fight in our team. I think we really came out. They executed our defensive game plan. Ball State just, he's got that thing moving like a fine-tuned machine. They got 15 players on their roster. He can plug and play, make subs, and it's a machine. All right. So every single one of those players in those positions, they come in and they do their job, and they don't skip a beat. So even when we did get 35 in some foul trouble there, it didn't matter because they were plugged in, ready to go. But I loved our fight. I loved the fight that this kid brought right next to me, and she came out ready to go today, and just really proud of her ability to get to that paint. She wasn't afraid, and that's one thing about Ella Corey. She's going to continue to fight, and she loves this place as much as I do. So we just really proud of our fight.
How did Ball State force so many turnovers? And I did notice they would trap sometimes. Did they trap often, or was it some other ways they forced a turnover?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's been a common theme for our team right now is that we keep saying teams are forcing turnovers, but we're actually giving the ball away. So I'm not going to give Ball State credit for those 22 turnovers because we probably gave 15 of them ourselves. So that's something we just got to continue to clean up and just get into the film room and start really getting after practice and understanding that if you give up 22 points off turnovers, you're not going to win basketball games. And we got to really start having some pride and really start taking care of the basketball because teams aren't forcing turnovers on us. We've been giving the ball away.
Were they their balanced scoring today? Was that more because of the turnovers, or are they a team like this that can have 4 double-digit scores, or is there somebody that they usually do run their offense?
No, they're always like that. Yep, they do a great job sharing the ball, and I think the majority of their games they have 4, sometimes 5 people in double figures. So, they're just really talented, and then they got a special group, and they're going to make a serious run. And if they get into the NCAA tournament, I would be pretty worried if I was some of these other teams.
Anything you like from Ella entering the lineup, and what has kept her here?
Oh, her tenacity of purpose and everything that she does. I mean, she comes in, she works hard, she listens, she's coachable, she's a great teammate, and she just continues to get better every single day. And we ask a lot of her being on the main ball handler every single game, and she's got that stamina and the ability to push through her fatigue, and she's just a really tough kid.
How's this year been for you, Ella, cracking the starting lineup and playing a lot of minutes?
It's good.
How did you, was it tough at all to crack the lineup? Like, how were you able, did you think you were going to be on the bench all year as a freshman, or did you think you had a chance to get minutes?
Yeah, I thought I was just going to drive everybody around. I didn't think I was going to play at all or start. And yeah.
What's it like playing with Anaya? Anaya's always has good games. She has to take a lot of the ball handling pressure off you. What does she bring that you like?
Herself. I think she's great. I played AAU with her for like 5 years, so I've known her a long time.
Coach, real quick, the question I have for you is, if you learned anything new, what have you learned about your team dealing with adversity?
They continue to fight. We have some deficiencies right now, and we're going to continue to get better. But in that locker room, I know I got a group of young people that are trying to fight, trying to figure it out. No one's given up, and we got 5 games left, 5 winnable games, and we're going to continue to believe that greatness belongs to us no matter what. But it takes work. It takes getting in the gym extra. It takes watching more film. I think that's a big thing that we just have to continue to do as we get better. And then obviously weight room. We're playing a lot of really young players, and I mean, if you've been around college basketball, you see the freshman bodies and you see the senior bodies, and like the way they morph as that takes time, right? So we do get beat up a little bit in there, and some of those shots in the paint that we're missing when we take those bumps, that won't be a thing next year once we got these guys in the full weight room session in spring and summer and fall to get stronger. But no, I'm just proud of their fight, and I just love that they continue to believe in each other, and then they're getting closer, and it's been fun.
And just to double down real quick, a mental health check. I don't know if anybody's asked you about your mental health, but obviously going through the season that this season has been, how is y'all mental health and the team's mental health?
I think playing at this level, I mean, pressure's a privilege, and we got to understand that, much is given, much is required. We have some of the best resources here at Buffalo. They do a great job with giving our young people resources and different tools and ways to figure it out. We got Taji Johnson, who's a former football player here, who I think we're only one of 2 schools in the MAC that have somebody just for sports performance. So, we just make sure that everybody kind of stays locked into competing for the team, but also it does get hard, it's not easy, and it's okay for them not to be okay, but if we don't know if they're not okay, then we can't help them. So that's also a thing that they got to grow through as well, is just being able to say, like, I need help, please help me. So, they'll figure that out as it gets going.
And lastly, for me, these last 5 games, what are you looking for as far as improvements? What do you want to see on the court with the continuity of the teams? You say you're playing young players, but what do you want the coaching staff to see in these last 5 games?
I just want to see us to continue to fight. Like, I think the hardest thing about putting a great program together is that you have a group of selfless people that want to go after something bigger than themselves. So I want to see them get really selfless. I want to see them, lock into the defensive side of the ball. We've been giving up way too many points. Ball State's a great team, but our half-court defense was much better today, and we're just going to continue to figure that piece out. And, I want to win rebounding every single game. That's a gut check, and that's something that, we can build off of. That's something that doesn't take talent, that takes heart, and we're just going to be looking for those things and also see how hungry they are to learn. Who's going to be the ones coming up and saying, how do we stop this? How do we put ourselves in a position to be successful in the next 5 games? And I'm looking forward to getting on this plane on Friday and taking Eastern Michigan out there in Ypsilanti.
One more from me, Coach. Does your place in the MAC determine if you'll toy with your lineups or any sets on offense or defense? Anything will change because your conference record and where y'all stand as far as not being able to compete in the tournament? Does that change anything?
No, I think the biggest thing is we're getting open shots, we're getting open looks. I mean, with the last game we took 22 threes and 16 of them were wide open. So we just got to get in the gym, we got to put the ball in the hole, and we got to start taking some pride in that stuff. So, but no, yeah, lineup wise, I'm gonna keep rocking with these guys, and we're just gonna continue to fight and figure it out.
All right, thank you guys, appreciate it.
Thank you.